What's happening, engineers? In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do the setup to send your G-code over to the lathe and cut out your nose cone. All right, I assume that you already have your nose cone modeled. And then here in my design, you'll notice I also have this stock piece that I made a model of. And so it's its own component. And what you need to do before moving on is get a piece of stock and use calipers and find the exact dimensions and model that in your design. All right, mine's clear right here because I pressed A for appearance, and I think I used this acrylic clear that you can search for and find. It doesn't need to be clear, but I think it's nice to just show it that way. So anyways, if you need to do that now before moving on to the manufacturer workspace. Now in the manufacturer workspace, I already have my setup done, and I'm just going to walk through this. If you do not know how to do this, you need to go back and reference the uh, test nose cone tutorial and learn how to do some of these things. Um, One thing is the setup's going to be slightly different here. I'm going to edit this. Um, I think this is all the same, but if not, you can copy this. It's very important to have your reference right here for your axes at the stock face. All right, so then move on to stock, and what's different here, I think I can expand this out. It says stock from solid. So just click on the drop down from solid. I already have mine selected, but I'm going to unselect it right now. And so if you go to models, you might have stock visible, but maybe not. So anyways, if it's not visible, make sure it's visible. And then just click on the stock, and Fusion will like that, and just hit OK. All right, so you should have your setup ready to go. And then you're going to make a new turning operation. So you're going to do a turning profile roughing, right? And notice here I have two different operations. I have T1 and T2. So in our lathe, T1 is a right hand tool. T2 is a left hand tool. So we need to do two operations. And let me show you what that's going to look like once it's done. My simulation, I do my right hand operation. I get that part of the nose cone that's going to be outside of the fuselage. And then I go back and I do a left hand operation for this blue part right here. And that's going to be the collar, the part that sits inside of the fuselage, right? So all the green is the right hand operation. I'm moving from right to left. The blue is a left hand operation, so I'm moving from left to right. So let's take a look at those. So this is the right hand operation. I need to select tool number 1. You should have that downloaded from the library. If you don't know how to do that, you need to find out. Coolant's disabled. We're doing outside profiling. I don't think you need to make any changes here. Surface speed 350 feet per minute and maximum spindle speed 2500 should be fine. You might want to round this to 0.008. That's fine. Geometry. So I'm going from the stock front from this one, and then for the back, I'm going to select a back edge. Selection. I know what I need to do. I need to clear that. There we go. I had my stock visible and it wasn't letting me select. So sorry for that little hiccup right there. So I'm going to select this back edge right here. And so my right hand operation is just going to be from this red circle back to this green or whatever color circle that is. All right. Let let me see. I'm going to go to radii. I don't think I need to change anything here. In passes, I want to expand this window down. There we go. In passes, I don't think we need to make any changes here. Actually, I want to have you use pecking. So for pecking depth, let's go 0.1 inches, and it will automatically set to 0.02. And I think this is all okay. So I'm gonna hit okay. And so that's gonna be my right hand operation, right? So now I'm gonna go to my left hand operation, and same thing, my tool, I'm gonna select tool number 2. That's our left hand facing tool. Coolant disabled, outside profiling. Same sort of thing here. You can set that up. Geometry. Now this I need to set so I'll show you in a second. It's not on the set. So my front is going to be this edge right here. So I change this to selection, and let me just unclick that. I'm going to click that lip of the collar, and then my back is going to be let me unselect that. My back is going to be right there, and that's just going to be my left hand operation. Okay. My radii, I don't need to make any changes. Passes, what I need to do, my direction, I need to change this from back to front, right? That's a left-hand operation. That's going to make it move from the left to the right. And let's use pecking again. Let's just change this to 0.1, and it'll automatically have the retract 0.02. Okay. Linking, I don't think we need to make any changes. All right, so I'm going to hit OK. And you should go ahead and simulate this. You're going to make a screen recording of your simulation to show that there are no issues, and I'll have you submit that to me. Then we're going to go to, I'm going to save this right now. Okay. We're going to go to setup. I right click on it, post process. I'm going to call this nose cone, put my initials, and then your group number. So my group number is 00, so it looks like goo. Save this to wherever you want. I think desktop is just fine. Units, inches, please. Change G53 to 2, and for the X and 3 for the Z. Click use G30 and hit post. And you're going to save that, and you're going to put that onto a USB drive and bring it over to the lathe. All right, that was a lot of stuff. If you have any questions, make sure you ask. This is important to get right. All right, I will see you in the next tutorial.